Cool, what's up guys? Nick Rapazzi here. Welcome to the NR Motorsports YouTube channel. So today we're gonna be working on the E46. We have to do a coolant overhaul. There's like some serious leak going on somewhere in there, and these are known for having like weak coolant systems after time. Like they hold together when they're all brand new, but as you know, rubber gets old and shit gets old and everything's fucking leaking on this. So we went to ECS Tuning and we did a full overhaul kit. So it's the new stock radiator, water pump, hoses, expansion tank, everything. Got the blue coolant so we can get rid of the green coolant that I put in there. We're gonna unbolt the side of the motor, get all the coolant out of the motor, and then get this all installed on this. So and I have a couple other things that we did. Got a LED underglow kit for this, so we're gonna put that on once it's painted. And then I just wanted to show you guys these real quick. We still have the new headlights on the way, but these are the new LED tail lights. Again, I'm not going to install these until after we get the car painted, just because there's no reason to. And this left side one's completely out. So this is the style we'll be going to. So it's still an LED, but as you can see, this one has like L bars in here right there, and then single LEDs in here, where this one's just a bunch of multi ones. And on the left side, only like 3 of those actual LEDs are actually working. So let me get all this stuff set up and we'll start tearing apart the coolant system on this. All right guys, so it's already come to a complete halt because I didn't do any research and figured out that I need a special tool to get the clutch fan off on this. So right down there, there's the nut that's attached to the clutch fan. It's a 32 and I don't have a 32. Back when I used to do like heavy equipment and stuff, that was like a very common size, and when I left that job I actually gave away like my 32 tools because the guys that were staying there needed them. So I'm gonna order it right now. We got Amazon pulled up. It's 18 bucks. It'll be here on Saturday, so we'll be able to do this over the weekend and get all this stuff done. But I did move the air box and I got anything else that I would need out of the way, but there's really no point in me working on it. I just want to show you guys the kit. This thing is super cool. I forgot that I ordered like the upgrades too, so I got the billet water pump pulley, got the new thermostat, got the upgraded metal fin, because the stock ones are, pull this out. So the stock ones had, right here you can see that it's metal. Stock ones are plastic, and this is like an upgrade so it never fails, because I'm gonna run the OEM system because I'm not doing any upgrades right now. And when we turbo it down the road, if we need like a bigger radiator or anything like that, we'll do the upgrade on it. But the OEM stuff works, so I'm just gonna put everything back OEM. And then I was doing some research on the expansion tank too. So I'm gonna check this real quick. Oh cool, so it does have a new sensor, which I'm glad, because I was going to order a new one. This is the level sensor, because the one that's in mine right now is bad and it goes off all the time. And the way the level sensor works is there's this red, see if I can pull it up, this red thing right here, and that sensor reads this. So when this is up and down, it reads whether it's low or not, and mine just goes off all the time. So I'm happy that's in there. New belts, new everything, coolant, all the hoses, everything's in here and good to go. So yeah, so I'm gonna pack this stuff up and then we will check in with you guys on the weekend and we'll get this all done and get this ready to go, because we still have a bunch of stuff left to do on this thing. All right dudes, later. All right guys, so welcome back to the channel. It's been a few days since I've done all this stuff, but these did come in on Saturday on time. It's just this weekend I was busy as fuck, so I didn't have time to work on this thing. So we're gonna get right back to it where we left off. We got the intake box out of there just to get stuff out of the way, just to make it easier. And I think I'm gonna jack up whatever side, like the opposite side of whatever the drain is on, start draining the radiator, and then we'll get to use these tools. I'll show you how to use them. It's pretty simple. This goes in and holds, you'll see that there's 4 bolts. It holds 2 of them, and then you have the 32 wrench right here so you can break free. It's a opposite direction than like a normal Titan, just because of the way the motor spins and all that stuff. It's opposite, so it doesn't come loose while it's on the car. So just keep that in mind when you're taking yours off. And let me put you guys down so I can jack up the car and we'll get to the drain system on this. So we got the radiator draining. I jacked up the wrong side, don't really care. It's gonna drain from this side, it is what it is. Just so you guys know, it's on the driver's side for this. So let's get to using, not sure, so you're definitely not gonna be able to see me because I'm gonna need 2 hands to do this, but you can see the bolts that the one tool locks into, and then there's the 32 mil nut on there. So let me get that off, and it's like I said, again, it's super simple. You can't really mess this up. You put the 2 holes in there to hold the actual pulley, and then you break free. Just remember, it's opposite. So tight, what would normally be with tightening for you, righty-tighty, is actually loosened. So let me get that off and get to it. All right, guys, I got a little bit ahead of myself on everything, so let me explain to you how far I got. So we got the fan off, took the fan shroud out. The fan shroud was held in by 1 bolt over here, 1 over here on the top. They were T25s. I put them over there somewhere. Then to get the radiator out itself, it just had the automatic transmission cooler thing, and then I had to pull that out because I couldn't get it separated, and I don't want to break the bottom of that because I don't want to replace that right there. So that goes to the heater core lines that are right here. And I noticed right here, if you see, is this the upper one? Yeah, the upper one had a bunch of corrosion. It looked like it was leaking out of there, because you can see on here it's got like coolant everywhere. And then you can see the drip that's coming straight from the water pump. So the water pump has been leaking for a while here, and it's a good thing that we're in here replacing it. So next, I think I'm going to loosen all these bolts here, take off this pulley because we have a replacement pulley going on. I bought a aluminum flywheel one, and then take off this housing because we got everything for here. But what's super nice, here's another clip. So all the coolant hoses and all the clips are held on by these little lock pin things. So you just pull these out, pop them off, everything comes out. I was surprised on how easy it was to get those off. I'm saving next. I'm not sure if I need that sensor, but yeah, I'm gonna get a couple more things done, then we're gonna wrap this up for the day. Probably worked on this for like 2 or 3 hours. It's starting to get dark out, and I still have to cook. So yeah, let me get that loose, get ready to get all that stuff off, and then we'll close out this video. And this is gonna have to be part 2, guys, so let's get it. All right, guys, so we have everything out. We have the housing for the thermostat, the water pump, and so the big thing I want to show you guys, stock OEM, it's got this plastic thing. Apparently it doesn't work as good, or known for breaking. So this is what came out. You see it's all corroded. It was leaking on the bottom. Everything's wet, but there was like drip spots, and you can see like the old coolant that's in there. But everything's out. I think I'm gonna run a hose through this just to get as much as the green coolant out as I can, because I do have the BMW coolant, and the only reason I put the green coolant in is this was just constantly draining, and I had just green coolant laying around, so I was filling it up with that, and I knew I was gonna go through this procedure of replacing everything anyway, so that's why there's green coolant in it. Don't kill me in the comment section for that. But yeah, so everything's out, it's ready to go back together. But before I put everything back together, I'm gonna come through and clean all this stuff. But that'll be in part 2. I'm running out of daylight here, and I need to go cook and get my meal prep stuff done, because this Saturday I'll be 8 weeks out, and so far the diet has been perfect. I gotta lose another 20 pounds, and then we're gonna work our way back up. So Gordon's super happy with the progress that we have here going, and I can't wait to do the show. So yeah, I'm gonna pack up, clean up, and put all this shit back away, and we're just gonna leave the car like this. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna be nice the whole week. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to come back for part 2, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.